Welcome to Dream. Hugo's Dolphonarium adventure. Hugo woke up to a golden morning filled with the promise of adventure. Today was special. He had been waiting for this day for weeks, the day he would visit the Dolphinarium. His mother held his hand as they walked towards the great glass doors of the marine park. The moment they stepped inside, Hugo was greeted by the scent of salt water and the soft echo of splashing waves. Everything shimmered under the sunlight that streamed through the domed ceiling, casting rippling patterns onto the floor. "Are you ready, Hugo?" his mother asked with a smile. Hugo nodded, his eyes wide with wonder. They followed a guide toward the giant pool where the dolphins swam, their sleek bodies gliding effortlessly through the crystal-clear water. The pool stretched wide, a vast expanse of blue that sparkled like the sea itself. Hugo pressed his hands against the glass wall, watching as a pod of dolphins danced in the water, twirling and dipping with joyful ease. Just then, a trainer approached. "Would you like to meet them up close?" she asked kindly. Hugo's heart skipped a beat. "Yes, please." The trainer led him to a small platform where the water gently lapped against the edges. "This is Luna," she said, as a silvery dolphin emerged, her eyes twinkling like tiny stars. Hugo reached out his hand, and Luna nudged it gently with her nose. Her skin was smooth, cool, and firm beneath his fingertips. She let out a soft click, and Hugo giggled at the funny sound. "Would you like to swim with her?" the trainer asked. Hugo gasped. "Can I?" The trainer nodded. "She's very gentle." With careful steps, Hugo climbed into the water. It was cool and fresh, wrapping around him like a comforting hug. Luna swam beside him, her presence reassuring and kind. Then, as if sensing his excitement, she dipped below and rose gently beneath him, lifting him onto her back. Hugo held onto her dorsal fin as she glided forward, carrying him through the pool with the softest, smoothest motion. The water rippled around them, shimmering under the soft glow of the sun above. The rhythm of the waves, the cool mist against his skin, and the steady motion of Luna beneath him made Hugo feel like he was floating in a dream. He laughed, the sound light and airy, mingling with the soothing splashes around him. The other dolphins joined in, circling and twirling as if celebrating this moment with him. One of them leapt high, a silver arc against the sky, then landed back into the water with barely a sound. As Luna carried him to the shallow end, Hugo slid off her back and floated on his own, the water cradling him like a cloud. He lay still, listening to the soft echoes of the water, the distant calls of the dolphins, and the gentle lapping against the pool's edge. His mother sat by the side, watching him with a warm smile. "Are you having fun?" Hugo nodded, his body relaxed, his heart full. "It feels like I'm flying," he whispered. The trainer clapped her hands gently, signaling that it was time to come out. Luna nudged Hugo one last time, as if saying goodbye, before dipping beneath the water and disappearing into the shimmering blue. Hugo climbed out, wrapped in a soft towel, feeling the warmth of the sun on his face. He leaned against his mother, who ran her fingers through his damp hair. "That was amazing," he murmured, his eyelids growing heavy. "I'm so glad you had fun," she said, pressing a kiss onto his forehead. Hugo listened to the distant splashes of the dolphins, the whispering waves, the rustling of the soft breeze through the trees. His body felt light, his mind drifting, floating on the memory of Luna's gentle ride. As his mother carried him toward the car, Hugo let out a sleepy sigh. The world around him faded into softness, cool water, twinkling ripples, and the quiet lull of the ocean's song. And before he even realized it, Hugo had slipped into a peaceful, dreamy sleep, where Luna and the dolphins still swam, carrying him into the endless sea of dreams.